What's up guys, in this video we're going to be breaking down scenes from the famous TV show Love Is Blind. Specifically, we're going to be taking a look at the journey of two characters. One of them, a nice guy simp, and the other one being your classic bad boy. And we're going to be seeing how do women react differently to these two types of men, which one do they prefer and are going to choose at the end, and also we're going to get an in-depth look at female nature in action. You guys know that according to YouTube analytics, over 70% of the people who watch our videos have not subscribed to the channel. So before we get into this video, I want all of you guys to hit the subscribe button and comment below, I subscribed, and we will do our best to personally respond to every single comment. All right, so the premise of this TV show is basically sort of what it sounds like. They want to test if love is blind. So they get a bunch of contestants in various cities, they put them in these isolated pods where they can't see the other person, and they basically like have a speakerphone system set up where you can talk to the people of the opposite sex, but you can't see them. And you get to, the contestants talk to each other. So there's 4 guys, 4 girls. They all talk to each other. And in the end, the only way you get to see the person is if you propose to them. And if 2 parties accept the proposal, then they go on a honeymoon phase. And then a month later, they get married. So this is going to be very interesting because we're going to get a real in-depth look at the thought process that women have when deciding who they want to mate with. And this is going to get very, very interesting. So this is going to be one of my longer videos, but trust me, watch till the end because it's definitely going to pay off. So let's start off with the first character, Mark.
Nice to meet you, Jessica. I'm Mark.
Nice to meet you, Mark. Let's just get right down to it. Tell me about your family.
Both my parents are immigrants. They both came from Mexico. And I'm a mama's boy.
Okay, I'll make a note of that.
My grandma had 15 kids.
You're kidding me.
Swear. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
I'm Mark Cuevas. I'm 24 years old, and I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Both my parents were from Mexico. I'll never forget my first day with one of my girlfriends in high school. She had told her dad that I was Mexican. And he opened the door and he goes, "Oh, you're not what I expected." And that's why I love this experiment, because it lets you really dig deep on who someone really is and not worry about what they look like. So I'm 24.
I'm 34.
Okay.
I've never dated anyone younger than me.
Really?
I think every relationship is different and you kind of have to take things as they come.
I feel that. Where are you from?
I'm from Illinois.
Me too. What part?
You're kidding. I'm from 2 hours west of Chicago. Go Cubbies.
I was about to say, oh my God, she's a Cubs fan.
Huge Cubs fan. Huge Bears fan.
I'm a Bears fan till I die.
Every Sunday, I dress up my dog. Her name is Peyton Hester. I
No
dressed her up in her
way.
Peyton jersey. And we watch the Bears. You know what? I make the best Italian beef.
Seriously?
Oh.
Yo,
like-
I'm sorry, your name is Italian.
No, literally, my Italian beef is the best.
I'm smiling. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy you're here.
This is awesome.
I came in here open to doing this experiment, but I really didn't think that I would connect with someone off the bat like that. And with Mark, it was just instant.
So as you can tell, Mark is definitely the nice guy simp that I was talking about. You can see how he gets overly excited, he's overly friendly, he's trying to constantly, get rapport, right? He's never breaking rapport, he doesn't, joke around or fuck around, he takes it very seriously, right? And this is the common reaction the girls will have, like, oh, I have a strong connection with him, I like this guy, he's a nice guy, I can see myself with him. But does it always end up like that? Now let's compare him to the quote-unquote bad boy, which is going to be this guy Barnett.
Augusta, Georgia. A lot of people don't take me seriously because I ain't ugly. So, and I've actually had a few people tell me that they were pleasantly surprised when they found out that I can hold an intellectual conversation. They get really shocked when they find out there's more to me than just looking cute.
Oh.
Hi.
Hey. Oh, God. I didn't know you were in here. Nice snort.
God dang it, I gotta stop doing that. I told myself I wasn't gonna do that till the 2nd or 3rd date.
Well, it was cute, so.
Well, thank you.
My name is Barnett. I'm 27 years old, and I live in Canton, Georgia. I'm excited to get to know someone based off of getting deep and down and dirty with them emotionally. I'm Barnett.
Is that your first name or your last?
My last name, but my real close friends call me that.
Yeah, a lot of my friends call me Pike. It's kind of an army thing, but they also did it in cheerleading.
Okay, so you're in the Army?
I was.
And you were a cheerleader?
I enlisted in the Georgia Army Guard when I was 17. I did 8 years.
Oh, wow.
I'm so used to running with the boys. I'm just so off the wall crazy sometimes. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I always go for pretty girls. It's shallow to say, but it's the truth. I'm hoping this leads to something more real, but this is different. I have no clue what any of them look like, so I'm like, I'm nervous, but I like talking. So,
Do you want kids, Barnett?
do I have kids?
Do you want kids?
Now this is interesting because here what he does is purposeful misinterpretation. He's like, she says, do you want kids? He's like, do I have kids, right? So this is very much game tactics.
Oh yeah, I do, but
Wait, do you have kids? That's a question too.
not that I know of. No, I'm kidding.
I like it. Okay.
In the dating pod, I'm trying to see if they hang with my jokes and my personality. Are you clumsy?
Generally, no. Lately, yes.
What about in bed?
Well, I ain't timid, that's for sure.
I've never had sex.
That's unfortunate. Next.
The hardest part is not being able to see facial expressions. So, like, I'm gonna come off creepy to some of them, probably.
Hello.
Hey. So, what's your name?
I'm Jessica. What's yours?
Jessica. My name is Barnett.
I like it.
All right. So I'm a big weirdo. What's the weirdest thing about you?
I like this.
Now notice right away the difference between who's leading the convo. So when she's talking to Mark, she's leading the convo. When she's talking to Barnett, Barnett is leading the convo. So I just want to draw your attention to that.
You would look at me and think that I would be really girly, which I have that side of myself for sure. But I actually dig sports, and I definitely couldn't date a dude that wasn't into sports.
Ooh, I hate sports.
You do not.
No, I'm kidding. I played baseball my whole life.
Oh, cool.
yeah.
What position?
Like, what's my favorite position? Is that what you're asking?
Like, look at the difference between Barnett and Mark. Like, Barnett is way more flirty. He fucks around. He doesn't take the girls seriously, right? He trolls them a little bit. And notice how the girls are way more giggly. So again, Barnett is going to be much more of the bad boy in this example. He just doesn't take the shit too seriously. He's fucking around. He's kind of loose. He's teasing the girl. He's leading the conversation. He has much more of a dominant frame, much more of a manly voice.
Just kidding. I was a pitcher.
That was amazing. I love that. So you're witty. All right, I see you. I see you over there. I have a serious question for you around intimacy.
Ooh, yeah.
What do you think about dogs in the bed?
I am one, but no, I'm kidding.
See, like, he keeps doing that. He keeps doing playful misinterpretation, right? And the chicks are loving it, right? You can see how they're getting off on this sexual type of dirty humor.
Oh my God.
My dog sleeps with me every night, so
Really?
yeah.
I love that. Mine too.
Well, I'm just, I'm a big cuddler, and she knows
I love
it, so
that.
she's just like,
Are you the big or little?
what do you think?
Probably the big.
Nope.
You're the little spoon. Your dog is just like draped over you. I'm getting a mental
She just puts
picture.
a paw around me.
I like Barnett's sexy voice and laugh a lot. I kind of like that he gave off a vibe that he was a player. We weren't necessarily getting deep, but there's an organic chemistry there.
So organic chemistry means, hey, I find you attractive. I'm attracted to you. You make me turned on. You get me turned on, right? So that's what she's really referring to. But it's interesting that she says, I like the fact that he seemed like a player, right? What that really means is like, ooh, this guy's a bad boy. This guy has options, right? I have to earn his affection. It's not just given to me. I have to earn it.
There's never been a time in my life when I've been able to really focus solely on finding love. Here in the experiment, you spend every second of every... I've talked so much.
Was looking forward to seeing you.
Me too. We talk about so much stuff, then we don't like ask the big questions, you know?
Yeah. So this one. Okay. So let's do this. This
Okay.
date we'll dedicate to asking the big questions.
Totally.
My last serious relationship was with a guy who's 41. At that point in my life, I felt like I was fast forwarding my life a little bit.
Is that what you're worried that I'm feeling about you?
Yeah, I feel like you will be in that position with me, probably.
Don't let that be something that's sitting there putting a block on you.
Okay. I just want to be realistic.
She's 34. I'm 24. I don't care. To me, age is a mindset.
Like, integrity is everything to me. I'm definitely super Christian.
Holy shit, we're the same fucking person. And it's like, I want to raise my kids with religion, Christianity, and, be.
Now notice how he's very agreeable. He's just agreeing to whatever. She could be like, I'm a fucking Mormon Scientologist, like as if you could be a combination of those two. He'd be like, oh, me too, yeah. Tom Cruise, yeah, I love him.
Because that's how I was raised. And,
Yeah.
I have a tattoo on my ribs. Like, it's a cross with my parents' initials on the top and bottom, my sister and my brother, on an empty plaque. So when I have kids, I can initial their names in and Psalm 19:14 going across it.
I love that. That makes me happy.
How many kids do you want?
3.
3? I'm down. Yo.
Okay.
I want 2 boys and a girl.
I like
Now, 2 things I want to point out. First of all, you can see how he's seeking rapport versus Barnett is usually breaking rapport, right? That's an important difference. So that just has to do with game and flirting. But the second thing I want to point out is look how they're getting into all this like cuddly wuddly talk, like they're talking about having kids and all that. And some guys might think that this is good game and this is what girls want to hear. But let's see how it actually works out in action.
Hello.
Hello?
What's up, Jessica?
What are you doing over there?
Nothing. I just got here. Jessica, I really enjoy talking to. She's just so freaking cool. So if we were married, what would you want your husband to be doing when you came home?
I like this question.
It didn't
Now again, notice who's leading the conversation in both situations, like how Barnett is the one asking her the questions versus with the Mark guy, she's the one that's leading that.
don't have to be anything really special, but just to come home and have you to like hang out with on the couch. Yeah. Just like arms.
Yeah, arms. Even if you've had a stressful day, I just want you to like look at me and be like, I'm just so happy to see him. You brighten up when you see me. That's all I want.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
I work really, really, really hard. Having something to come home to is like the goal. I have never asked anyone how they would be as a husband, but discussing that today with Barnett, I thought was the hottest thing ever. After a couple conversations with Mark, I decided, this is my guy, but now I'm questioning that a little bit because I'm having these really intense feelings for Barnett. At this point, I can see them both being my husband, which is crazy.
Oh shit, now let's see which one she's gonna pick.
I shut down, and I think I've always been like that. When I walked in the room from the first time I met you, I knew it was just like I was blown. I don't know how to explain it, but I walked around the right side of the couch, turned the corner, and you said, "Hey," and I was just like, "Yep, that's it." I don't understand why. I try to press the brakes, but you're the first person that's ever really gotten me.
You're the cutest thing ever, by the way.
That may sound like a good thing, but that's actually not a good thing when the girl says you're the cutest thing ever. That actually means that you're probably a little bitch.
What do you mean?
I just love when you get so passionate.
What do you mean?
I just want to hug you.
Also not a good thing. I just want to hug you. Not I just want to kiss you. I want to make love to you. I want to hug you.
Kind of everything you say.
This is the kind of responses simpy guys get from women.
Beyond anything I could have expected. Like, it was just mind-blowing.
My last girlfriend, I had my heart broken and stuff, and I had gotten cheated on, whatever. It took this experience to really just like break down any kind of wall that I thought I had about my heart. And when I tell you, I really don't open up like how I am with you to anybody. Like, God, I want you. I ask you, you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Like, where's your mind at?
We've come like a really long way in a matter of days, not weeks. And like I can definitely see us walking out of here together. I really can.
But notice how he's the one that's pushing for it, right? How she's like, I guess I can see it. Now, this is where things get juicy.
One connection, let alone two. I don't know where these guys came from. Mark is everything I've ever wanted, and he wants to walk away from this being married. And it's hard for me to accept that he feels that way for me. Something in the back of my mind is like, can this really work in the real world? Our age difference is massive. And the fact that my relationship with Barnett has progressed so much in the matter of a couple of days, I have to see what happens with Barnett.
Hey, B,
What's up, girl?
what you doing?
Just chilling. How you feeling?
I feel really happy that you were my last date tonight.
I know who Jessica is still interacting with, and I know how they feel towards her. It's like, is she telling everybody the same thing? That's actually a big fear I have right now. I don't want to throw my heart out there and just like actually be, hurt. Don't blow smoke up my ass real quick.
Are you mad at me?
Now notice how the difference is that with Mark, she has his love. With Barnett, she almost has to earn it. He's the one that's pulling back. So you saw with the dynamic between Mark and Jessica, Mark was the one pursuing, and Jessica's like, okay, maybe she's giving in. Versus with Barnett, she actually has to be the one that pursues if she wants his affection.
Huh? Are you mad at me right now?
No.
Talk to me.
Oh, gosh. I'm going through so much turmoil right now.
Why?
Let me say something because I feel like you don't know where my head is. Literally, I think you just got done with Mark? I knew that he had just left with you. He was so sure of everything, and that scared me. As soon as I saw that, I was like, maybe she's just been she wasn't feeling the way I was feeling.
You don't think I hear things on the other side?
There's multiple girls that really like you, but like the girls don't think you're serious about them.
So that's actually working in his favor, where she says, there's multiple girls that like you. So that's creating competition anxiety, right? So now she's like, oh shit, like everyone wants him. He's the hot item, right? So that makes her want him. And as much as she might try to resist that kind of biology, or social conditioning that she has, she can't, right? Because it's inherent to her DNA.
And literally, like, the military girl is gonna, like, kick my ass. I know it. Like, don't make this one-sided.
Jessica.
What?
Hmm?
What?
You've been high on my list since the beginning. If this place had no other guys and no other girls, like, I would propose to you tomorrow.
You would?
Now, what I think he's doing here is he's doing a little bit of love bombing, right? So he's kind of hitting her with emotions, right? And notice how she's reacting to it.
You are my yin to my yang.
I'm so fucking happy right now.
I'm 34 years old, and no one has ever said those words to me, that they're ready to propose, that they want to walk out of here being married to me. Barnett just changed everything, and I think I would say yes.
What do you need me to do?
What do I need you to do?
I'll do whatever you want me to do. If you want me to, like, pull the plug on this other things tomorrow, like, I will.
I want a clear decision made.
Now, this is very, very interesting, right? So, like, look at her from her perspective. She has Mark, who's literally straight up saying, I want you. I knew about you the minute I talked to you. You're the girl I want. Versus what is Barnett saying, really? He's like, just using some corny lines. He's like, you're the yin to my yang. He's like, you're high up on my list, right? But she's already leaning towards him, even though Mark is way more sure and succinct about what he wants and that he wants her, right? But again, the difference is with Mark, there's not other girls pursuing him. He's not the hot item, right? He's not the guy that's, hard to get. He's the guy that's easy to get, right? So naturally, she doesn't want him as much.
Married? No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
What you doing?
I'm just a little nervous.
Nervous of what?
My relationship with Barnett, like, went somewhere I've never really, like, felt. I've never felt before. We just started to, like, talk very seriously.
Okay.
And he started talking, like, in the context of, like, being my husband. And I, like, started to visualize it. I've waited so long for, like, someone that I care about so much to say those things and, like, to feel that way. He said he would marry me.
Oh, wow. I had an awkward moment with Barnett, and I just never gave him another chance. He pretty much associated my name with being a stripper. And so when girls be mentioning him, I'll be
And that's actually very interesting because when you're a bad boy, you will, in your polarizing, you will get reactions like that. Some chicks will either really love you and some chicks will dislike you, right? When your sense of humor is polarizing. Versus Mark, he's not getting that. He's probably getting all the girls who think, yeah, he's a nice guy, he's cool, right? But he's not getting, I love him or I hate him.
Again, it's kind of weird to say that.
That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I think Jessica and I will be getting married. So what's up?
I'm sad right now
Why?
because I don't like this situation anymore.
What are you talking about?
I just feel like I'd rather just like walk away from this. Like, this is crazy. So many people are gonna get hurt in this, you know? I don't want you to like hurt.
What are you talking about?
Obviously, like since day one, I've been like, Mark. Like that's just been it, you know? You know, our connection is so strong, but like I would be doing myself a disservice if I didn't pursue relationships like I came here to do.
What the fuck? I get it. You want to weigh out all your options and be certain. I'm certain. You were certain when you.
But notice how he's getting like, kind of getting animated and butthurt right now, right? And that's what will happen with nice guys. When they get rejected, they get like all up in their feels.
Talked out yesterday.
I definitely don't want to jump the gun, you know? It's just the experience for me has been different. Like it's worked in different ways for me.
Can you imagine Barnett reacting like that if a girl said that she wasn't gonna pick him? He'd be like, all right, cool, peace.
And I don't just care about you. I love you. Like it's crazy. All the other dates I've had, I didn't feel like that. The reason why I'm so passionate right now is because I feel that towards you. But if you're feeling that with someone else,
I'm going to be open and honest with you.
Okay.
You're 10 years younger than I am. Like,
So this is pure utter horseshit because if you look at it, Barnett is actually only 3 years older than him. So Barnett is 7 years younger than her. Like, it's not the age thing. She's like, when a girl says, I'm gonna be purely honest with you, in this case, she's not. Like, I prefer the other guy more. I am more attracted to him. I'm not as attracted to you. That's the real truth. She's picking Barnett, but she's now seeking logical justifications, to back up her behavior. She's like, what can I say? Oh, you're 10 years younger than me, right? But you can see because Barnett is 27, that's not really what it is.
it's crazy. Like, I have created other connections that look like they could potentially plug into my life, you know? I'm just trying to like explore everything because we only have like a limited amount.
I'm just trying to explore Barnett's cock.
Of time, and it's like the rest of our lives. You know what I mean?
It feels like I'm an option. That's what it makes me feel like.
God.
I told you how certain I am. I've never been this certain about something in my life. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, if I'm not.
And that's what's actually working against him because he's so certain, right? Versus Barnett, he wasn't sure. And she felt like she had to win Barnett over. And that makes her a lot more attracted to him over the guy that she didn't have to win over, the guy that was just into her from the start.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey.
You know, I've waited so long to find the perfect person, and I think Barnett is someone I could spend the rest of my life with. I'm ready for him to ask me to marry him. What are you doing?
Drinking red wine. Let's do some fun stuff.
I want to have fun.
Okay, what do you want to do?
20 questions, truth or dare.
Truth or dare?
Is it true that you still feel the same way you felt last night about me?
I don't know.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
See, this has to do with the fact that, Barnett was actually love bombing her. So he didn't actually really mean that, right? So that he was actually running game and it worked.
Oh. Okay.
Jessica would be a good wife, but after my dates with Amber and Elsie, I'm scared to have to pick between any of these girls because I know all the qualities that they have and all the good things that can come from each person. And I don't don't know what's up in my mind. I know I have connections and emotional connections with people. And I don't know how to like differentiate feeling good from, feeling the, L word almost.
Now notice how for him, he's feeling the L word almost. So first of all, he doesn't even say love, and he says almost, versus Mark is like, I love you, I love you.
Okay. I feel like I should go
Why?
because I don't fuck with people like you.
What does that mean?
Like, I'm not playing this game with you.
I'm not trying to play games. I'm trying to feel everything out right now. I'm trying to be
Okay, well,
rational.
why did you, I don't know why you said everything you said to me then. What are you trying to figure out?
My freaking heart, man.
Your heart about what?
I just don't know what it's feeling. I'm trying
Oh my
so
God.
hard.
Stop.
I don't know what's going on.
Now you're trying to figure it out? Like, I know a million guys like you.
That's a load of shit.
There's people that don't know what they want, and that's you.
The funny thing is that she's going like after him for like, you don't know what you want, but she's the one that didn't know what she wanted as well.
You don't know what you want, and that's what a million people have told me.
That's what I'm here trying to do, though.
That's okay. Well, then you can try to do it with somebody else.
That's so funny because people get butthurt when they get rejected. So just like Mark got butthurt when she rejected him, now she's getting butthurt when Barnett rejected her. The irony here is insane.
I'm fucking over this.
Okay.
You told me last night that you were ready to like propose to me. That's insane. You literally said that last night.
I like you.
I'm not even entertaining this conversation. This is embarrassing.
Okay.
Now notice how much more willing Barnett is to walk away. When she's like, I'm not entertaining this conversation, he's like, okay. Like, he doesn't give a shit.
Hello?
Hello. I'm pissed because I had visualized Barnett as someone I could spend the rest of my life with. Yesterday, I was thinking Mark, and Barnett came and distracted me with this game. So I really hope that I didn't mess it up with Mark. Like, he is
And now I'm gonna go back to the beta nice guy.
just everything I've ever wanted and so much more.
If he's everything you ever wanted and so much more, why didn't you pick him from the start?
What's up?
I'm so sorry. I feel like such an asshole. I just I don't know. I felt like I had to, I didn't know what was happening.
My first choice rejected me, so now I'm going with my second choice.
I swear though, it was him. I swear to God. It wasn't me.
So now this is so hilarious because now you're getting a really behind the scenes look at, some rationalization the woman do. She's like, oh, it was him, it wasn't me. Like, she's putting the blame on him, and Mark, being the nice guy that he is, he's gonna completely fall for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Now I'm just I don't know. Babe, I was so confused.
Now how she says babe, she never called him babe initially, but now she's using that because now she wants to get back in his good graces.
And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's cut off. It is totally cut off. I'm not seeing him anymore. Barnett is definitely not what I want.
Because he rejected me.
Baby, I don't want to date anybody else.
I know my worth, 1,000%. I know who I am. I know what I bring to the table, and I know everything I'm worth. And I'm not second fiddle. Look, I'm real. I'm not some dude acting like I'm something I'm not. One of the things my mom always taught me growing up is that when you love something and you let it go, if it comes back, it was always for you. If it didn't come back, it was never for you in the first place. And I could feel it. She was like, babe. She said, babe, 1,000 times.
Yes, her emotional manipulation worked on you.
After that, Jessica's finally telling me what I've always wanted, and I don't know how to take it. It's I just can't wrap my head around it. Now, I always want you to be 100% transparent with me.
Yeah.
And so I want you to know that I do care about you. And I get it. There's a lot of societal shit, whatever, and there's a lot of, you know, shit that we would have to combat.
Yeah.
We just don't know, like, what's gonna happen.
I've taken a step back a little bit from Mark and letting him know of their connections with other people, and I wouldn't blame him for wanting to take a step back from me. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna end up with anyone.
I found my person, which is Jessica, and I've never in my entire life been able to open up the way I have with her and built this connection with her. And I can honestly say I found the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. All I hope is that there's no doubt in her mind that I'm the man she wants to be with.
Now they see each other.
Hello?
Hey, babe.
Oh, God, hearing your voice is literally the best thing. Oh, man. The first time I heard your voice, I just knew. And there's no words that can ever, that I could even describe to the feeling that you give me. And I promise each and every day that I will love you, even when times are tough. I promise you to be that rock. I've never been so certain about something in my life, and it's so hard for me to let people in. And for you, I let you in, and I love every second of it. Jessica, you have my heart, and there's nobody in this world that I would rather spend the rest of my life with. I want you to picture this kid from Chicago with his heart in his hands, getting down on one knee.
With his dick in his hands.
And Jessica, I want to ask you, will you marry me? Hello?
Barnett is like fucking her in the background.
Yes.
Now, you might think that I'm just being cynical here and I'm just like fucking like, well, he got her in the end. Yeah, so there's actually a lot more to the show. So what happens after this is they see each other and they wind up going on a honeymoon. Now, during the whole honeymoon, they don't have sex at all. So he tries to make a move on her a few times. She's like, oh, let's just take things slow. And they get to the part where they're at the altar and she says no at the altar. And at some point in the show, she tries to make a move on Barnett. Barnett winds up with the other chick, the Amber chick, the one with the big tits. And they actually wind up getting married. And at some point, Jessica tries to hit on Barnett also, but she does turn down Mark at the altar. So it may seem like in the moment, Mark's strategy of being a nice guy worked, but long term, he failed. And Barnett, who was actually kind of the indecisive asshole, actually was the one that had a much more successful relationship. So as you can see here, this is very interesting because we got a lot of very interesting things. You can see how women will treat the nice guy so differently than they treat the alpha bad boy, right? And how women will always pick the alpha bad boy first, and they will go to the nice guy as the second backup option only until a better option comes along, and they will just kind of move on because, again, a woman has a really hard time respecting Mark because he just makes it so easy for her. Like, he's like, I knew from the second I met you, he doesn't have any other options, right? He's letting her lead the conversation. He doesn't have that sexy presence, right? He just has the presence of just like a very nice guy who she likes as a person, but she doesn't have that kind of deep down, I want to fuck you, I want to lock this down type of feeling, which is ultimately what leads the whole thing to go downhill for Mark anyway. All right, hopefully you guys found this video valuable. It shows that you're Barnett, not a Mark, by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and clicking the bell for notification. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the show and whether you think that being a Barnett is a better strategy long term. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time.